What's going on, guys? It's Colin, and I thought I'd bring a little rush attack on Cold War here for Next Gen Tactics. And in this game, I use all of the routes that I kind of like to get from base to base. So I thought I'd post this all as one game and show you kind of how I like to approach it. Because the opening route is really important on this map. It is possible for the defenders to basically spawn trap the attackers if you don't get out of spawn quickly and establish a presence in the enemy base. So you can head up over this hill, kind of thread the needle between these trees, and then aim for the corner of this building. Now it's really important that you run lightweight if you're going to attempt to do that, just to make sure that you get through the out of area in time. And I'm going to get one kill and then try and establish a position here close to the objectives. And I don't actually get in to arm them on this map myself, but my squad mates are actually able to maintain a presence in the base throughout the duration. So fortunately, we never have to come back in from spawn. And if the defenders block your initial push on this map, it can be very, very challenging to get anything going, because as I said, if out of spawn you take the left-hand route, there's a heavy MG there that can cover you off, and if you don't take the route that I did over the hill, then you're quite easy to pick off along the left also. So after we get established in there, we actually take these objectives down quite quickly, and I'm going to swap out the engineer kit because I was attempting to get a gold star on my RPG, which I got, trying to get some points and rank up, and now I decide to switch it up for the AEK 971 with the 40mm shotgun attachment, which actually saves my butt here coming up shortly. But the overall approach I take to this map is I like that right-hand route, which I can't take credit for. One of my good friends, GT7570B, actually posted a video containing that route, and also this one, although this is a route that I kind of found on my first play. Whenever I'm tackling a map for the first time, I usually, basically try the far side of the map, and in this case, between these two bases, going far left seems to be the safest option. And occasionally you will see some enemies right here along this fence. And I do take note that my squad mates are all down, so I'm going to wait for them to spawn on me, or at least a couple of them, before I make any kind of a move and put myself in harm's way. And what I want to do is pull out the 40mm and just make sure that this building is clear so that we can establish a presence in here, which we really do a good job of. So one of my teammates is going to arm the alpha objective, and I'm going to try and defend it. I'm going to attempt to thread a grenade through the window here and take out this guy on the heavy MG, but there is a wall between that window and him, so I don't get the kill. My squad mate goes up, I call out that he's on there, and we're able to clean it up. And back to the 40mm, and unfortunately they get alpha disarmed here, so I'm going to come around the corner, get one kill with the 40mm, and I'm going to start to arm, notice this Wookiee, and take him down as well. So we get them cleaned up. I do get the station armed one more time, and then I get taken out with a shotgun. So the second and third bases on this map are really fast-paced, a lot of close quarters fighting, and very frenetic, fast-paced action. So it's tough to get a great KD on this map if you're always close to the objectives. But what we do well as a team is maintain a presence and keep control of this building until we actually take down the base. Because if you're coming in from spawn, that's going to put you at a huge disadvantage. And I think that I'm clear to go for the arm, but I actually get shot in the back. So anyway, fortunately, don't have to go too far because we still have control of this building, and after that push, somebody else gets Bravo armed. So I'm just going to focus on defending that crate until it goes off. Going to hop on the heavy MG and just clear the area in front of Alpha, because while we have Bravo armed, our team wants to put some focus on Alpha. Especially with the close quarters nature of this map against an organized defense. If you leave one crate, it's going to be really tough for you to go in and arm that objective if they collapse on it with shotguns and a lot of heavy firepower. So what we want to do is try and split the defense. I don't think we quite managed to do it, but that's never a bad approach. If you can get both objectives armed at the same time and then just kind of defend the tougher objective to take, then occasionally the defense gets confused and split up, and you're able to at least take one of two. And as Bravo's armed, I'm just trying to defend out this window, and now I think we've probably held it for long enough so we can turn our attention back to Alpha. And we're constantly in communication trying to maintain control of this building. I make the call out that there's a shotgunner coming up the stairs, and my teammate cleans him up. So we're able to stay here and maintain this mobile spawn point, which is again really critical. You don't ever want to get pushed back. And you know, we're able to, once we finish off Bravo, then we're going to have to just try and get some kills. What I'm also doing is just watching the kill feed to see, you know, how many of the defenders have been taken out. And, you know, it's not very active right at the moment. I see that, you know, we're starting to drop them a little bit. And once you get the defenders pushed back towards their spawn area, now we have Bravo destroyed. We have a rough idea of where they're going to be coming from, so now it's time to actually go in and try and arm the objective. As you can see in this house, like the boundaries on the map are actually quite tight. So in the upstairs, if I go too close towards their spawn, I'm out of bounds, and then if I'm on this front wall, I'm in bounds. And I try and get out the window here, and it doesn't work because the heavy MG, I presume, is in my way. But, you know, now we've pushed them back enough. I think I'm clear to go arm the objective at Alpha, and I'm successful in doing so. So I attempt to defend from behind this fence, but again, I get rushed and a bit of an aim failure. I get taken down, but, you know, as we still have control of this building right next to the objective, we're able to hold them off and then move on to the third base. One thing that I'd also like to note is that I would have liked to put together sort of a playbook for this map, but I don't currently have all of the overhead graphics, so it'd be a little bit tough to do that. So what I'm going to do is just bring you a couple of different approaches for each base for now until I manage to either find a copy or recreate the overhead graphics. And as I said, on this base I like to go right, then left, then right. And, you know, there's a sneaky little route that, again, you have to go out of area, which, you know, doesn't seem to be very tough to do on this map. As I said, you know, the boundaries are very, very compact. And I want to try and get around this corner, but I want to make sure that I'm clear to do so. So I spot an enemy poking out the window, and I'm going to clear him out and basically throw an exploratory grenade up over this hill just to see if I hear anything, and I don't. So I hop sort of through the gap on that rock, and this is going to drop me right down next to the objective. I clean up this defender, and a teammate of mine arms the objective. So, you know, we're sitting pretty. Again, we have to fight pretty hard for this, and I would recommend trying to take this objective first. It's the tougher one to take because the Bravo objective is actually in a destructible building. So, you know, 9 times out of 10, your teammates that aren't in your squad are going to be fighting hard for that objective, and you know, the building is very likely to collapse. So I'm going to get Alpha armed. I believe it gets disarmed one more time, but we're still maintaining a presence in their face. So I'm going to actually try and take a different angle and push some of these guys off of the Alpha objective and push the defenders back. So I'm going to flank down here around the left-hand side. Now the building that I enter right here is also a pretty good control point for trying to take both objectives. Actually, you have decent line of sight, and right now I'm a little bit too close to the enemy spawn. I'm just trying to defend myself and stay alive. I get one kill, I'm going to chuck a grenade, and then I'm going to retreat and get back into that house. And one of my squad mates actually had the same idea, but unfortunately he doesn't race the timer back in bounds and gets taken out. So from here, you have a good sight line between the defender spawn and the Alpha objective. I get a couple of kills before they smarten up and figure out where I'm at, and, you know, greet me with a hand grenade. And as you can see, as I said right there, the building actually dropped and Bravo goes down. So our focus now is to get Alpha armed. We're still not having to come in from spawn, and it's armed, so I chuck a grenade into the defenders and I get one kill. And since we've had it for long enough, I actually make what would appear to be a pretty stupid move, but I just wanted to make sure that there was nobody immediately disarming the objective, hold them back for a second, and I know at this point there's no chance for them to disarm. So anyway, guys, I know this was really quick and I didn't have sort of the overhead playbook look, but, you know, this is a very fast-paced map, and this game, even without the edits, was, I think, only about 11 minutes. So, you know, very quick, close quarters action. Not a great KD, but, you know, I just kind of wanted to demonstrate the opening route and then the routes between the bases, because those I found to be quite effective. So I know it's a quick commentary. Hope you enjoyed, and anyway, we will be talking soon. Thanks.
Hey guys, we're on Facebook. Check the description of this video for the link to our new Facebook application. Subscribe and get our latest video updates posted right on the wall on your own Facebook page.